Hi guys, how are you doing? Oh, I've got my hair up today for a change. I very rarely put my hair up, but I want you all to be able to see what I'm about to do. Oh, feeling hot, hot, hot. I don't know what that was. We're having a heat wave in London. It is boiling hot. But I wanted to recreate the look I did recently. This is just a little bit of Stay Naked the Fix. There we go, just through my T-zone. Just to mattify that slightly. I wanted to show you the look I created recently using the Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. Oh dear, I'm singing again. Look at this thing of beauty. Now on my Instagram page I created kind of cracking lilac look, which I think most people are probably drawn to when you... Oh hello, shush now. When you look at a palette like this, you're instantly drawn to those stunning ultraviolets. But then I just wanted to have a look at something, you know, less violet, because in fact in this palette you've got like shimmering champagne, peach, a gorgeous peachy gold, this kind of heatherish grey, this RV which is the most incredible. Can I swatch that on my skin? It's almost like this clear, slightly blue sparkle. The Lucid is the most incredible translucent, almost greeny blue. And then you've got your classic purples here, and then digital, which is a really kind of charcoaly greyish purple. But let's play in this colourway here. I did this look on my stories with quite a cool eyeliner, and lots of people thought it was exciting, so let me recreate that for you now. Although I say that out loud, my heart breaks slightly for the pale lilac look that I'm not doing, but let me just crack on. So a little bit of Urban Decay Primer Potion, because it is hotter than the sun here today in London town, and I want this makeup to last through the heat. If you are in a hot or humid climate, this is your eyeshadow saviour. I can't recommend it highly enough. I talked about it actually in my last video, didn't I? Maybe I edited it out. I shared a story of a lady who I introduced to the Primer Potion back in 2007, and she was in her 40s and she was so thrilled with the results. She came back to see me at work with a bunch of flowers and said thank you. I thought that was the nicest thing ever. Okay, so I'm actually going to start with this beautiful hacked colour. I'm going to take that onto a fluffy brush and just sweep that beautiful matte, slightly plummy grey through the crease of my eye, and then using the excess on the brush just buff back and forth. So pressing first to set the colour into the crease of the eye, and then when I'm happy with the intensity, just use the excess on the brush to buff through, blending back and forth as I go. You don't want to see really where this colour starts or ends. Now I will take a little bit of Mind Slip, which is this soft peach colour. I'll take a bit of that to kind of bridge the shadows between the crease and the brow bone in just a sec. Then with a fluffy brush, this is a Morphe 441. I'm going to go into that Mind Slip. There we go. And just pull that up to bridge the tones, to soften that hacked before I get right to the brow bone. And on the brow bone, in just a second, I'll swap out my brushes. Okay, this is a Morphe 167. I'm going to go into Trippin', which is this iridescent light cream. I'm just going to take that very gently under the brow bone, but I don't want that to be too thick. More of a slim line just to highlight and accentuate the brow bone. Slightly, yeah, that's lovely. Not too metallic. Sometimes if your underbrow colour is too metallic, it can look like a little overpowering. Okay, then on my lower lid, I'm going to take this Dazed, which is a slightly golden peach. So pretty. And I'm just going to press that right into that lower part of the lid. It's got pinky flecks in it as well. It's so pretty. Right down to the inner corner of the eye. And now we come to the liner. So I've got the Black Magic liquid liner from Eyeko. I'm going to take that all along the base of the lashes, but just starting, as you can see, with quite a skinny line towards the outer corner of the eye. Then when I get there, give it a little shake. I'm going to do the smallest of flicks. Now I'm going to take a tiny bit of my micellar water. This is by Bioderma. Just drop a couple of drops on the back of my hand. Get it onto a flat brush. This is by Louise Young. And I'm just going to take that underneath that liner to just sharpen and perfect the edge. It's a great trick for getting a really nice, neat flick. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to go quite gingerly, because this needs to be really neat. So I'm going to keep going with the little strokes in towards the tear duct. And then when I get to the tear duct, see, I'm just overlining slightly. So we get an exaggerated liner that comes further than the inner corner of the eye. I kind of love it. Then I'm going to pull back in from that. And then take that liner very slimly all the way along the lash line. Something I actually very rarely do. It does really make the eye pop. Okay, now I'm just going to play with this lower liner until I'm happy with it, and you'll see I'm pushing the liner above the lashes, in between the lashes, to try and make sure that the root is as dark as it can be. And then I'm going to soften that line, but ever so slightly, using the Digital, which is that gorgeous dark kind of charcoaly plum colour. Just to soften a touch. Then all that I need is a little bit of eyelash curling. These are my trusty Tweezerman eyelash curlers. And then I'm going to finish that with a couple of coats of the new Marc Jacobs At Lashed mascara. In fact, I might layer my mascaras for ultimate impact. And don't worry if I've splodged any on my eyelid. I can very easily get rid of that with the Q-tip. God bless the cotton bud. There we go. Let me do the same on the other side. Okay, let's just finish with a little bit of tripping just in the inner corner. I don't want to interfere with the liner, but it's always nice, isn't it, just to bounce a little bit of light there. And before I do my lips, just because it's hotter than Ibiza in here, I'm just going to do a tiny touch more Stay Naked the Fix. Now I'm using the 30NN because I like it to brighten the centre of my face. Then I'm going to go into my Naked Threesome, and this is in the shade Naked. I'm going to go into the bronzer and just amp that up a bit. Sorry if this is repetitive. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this a fair bit recently, but it's just because I love it and it's so handy to have a palette of bronzer, blush and highlighter all in one. So that's my bronzer topped up. Let me go into some of the blush. Not loads, but just a bit. Then into the highlighter, here across the middle. I'm just going to take that across the bridge of my nose. That sounds suspiciously like my daughter. Hello? Is it Bobo? Yeah. Do you want to come in just for a minute? Yeah. Bear with me. Okay. Darling, are you going to come in while I do my lippy? Or are you going to stay there?
I'm going to stay there.
Alright, darling. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, babe.
We're going to the park, Mommy.
Sorry about that. Okay, then Lord and Berry lip pencil. This is in...
We're going to the park today.
Alright, darling. Tanned Nude.
We're going to
I'm just going to line my lips. You right, Si? It's the whole family today. Oh, if you want me a cup of tea.
Cup of tea. It might be a bit hot for a cup of tea, but...
What a ledge. Do you want to say hi? Sorry, I need to tidy this room tonight.
Hiya, everyone. How's it going?
You know it's YouTube, it's not live.
Yeah, thankfully you'll probably edit me out.
You going to the park?
We might go to the park. It's absolutely boiling, but it's amazing.
It's so hot.
Woo!
Okay, see you later.
See you later, enjoy. Don't get too hot.
My ankles are sweating.
Oh.
Sorry, you didn't need to know that. Over the top, I'm going to take the Naked Cream lipstick on top. I can't have used this in the last week video. If I did, I apologise. It's just because it's such a good one. And actually I'm going to take a bit more of that lip pencil so that it's just kind of pinky just in the inner bit. So you can leave it like that if you like. You can take, I did, a bit of the Heavy Metal liquid liner on top. This one is in Punk Rock. And just take the slitheriest of slithers over the black liner. I don't really want it to be too obvious. But I don't mind just a hint at the root of the lashes. Okay, just a touch, she says, of my all-nighter. And there we go. This is the look I created on my Instagram page last week using the stunning new Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I'll do more purpley looks in the days and weeks to come. If you've got any questions, do pop them in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Loads of love. Bye. For all of you who asked for my hair up, I hope this pleases you. No hair zhuzhing, nothing. In fact, I can probably make that a bit cooler, can't I, for the thumbnail? How's that gonna work? See, that's the problem. When I take it down, it's all kinky. Here she is, now she's zhuzhing.